welcome into the HNTDMTG Innistrad set review time. Lou, Matt and Joe are going to take you through the white cards.
And then the blue cards. And
then the rest of them.
Well,
Get them all done.
Those are the colours, brown and
purple.
Orange.
There should be purple.
Orange.
They should make the next set should be all different colours. Yellow, purple. Okay.
Abby Griffin.
Yes, Abby Griffin. Very boring. Just keywords on a flyer.
Yeah. Pick him as you would pick that kind of thing. Not much to say.
Next one, we got our first angel of the set, Flight Alabaster, which is fine. It's just not a bad card. It's a 5-mana 4/4 flyer. It's like Sarah Angel, Sengir Vampire, sort of Djinn of Wishes S card like that. You always take and pick. They're always good.
Haven't counted just how many spirits there are in the set, but you probably get some value out of it at some point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things where if you take it, don't go like I have to pick spirits.
I'm gonna make the spirit.
Yeah, because that probably isn't gonna happen, but he's got value there.
First mythic straight in there with number 3, Angelic Overseer. I don't really like the power of toughness of this guy. 5/3 is just really annoying.
If you got a human, it's indestructible.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think this guy is.
If anybody makes like some sort of FNM human deck, probably won't be too competitive. I wouldn't have thought, but a fun deck with humans, this would be quite a good round off.
I was gonna say this guy is amazing in draft, surely, because if you look.
In draft, of course.
Yeah, if you look through the list, nearly every white card is human, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get that sort of hexproof and indestructibility, and he's 5/3.
It's still good flying in there. Yeah, no problem. Next is a little human, little priest man.
It's the blinding mage of the set.
Yeah, but you just can't tap other humans.
But the miss is like probably like a fifth or something.
Yeah.
I don't like this guy.
Really? I think he still is good enough. It's just
I think they've tried to balance out the non-human bit by having colourless tap, which I don't really think makes a difference.
I think the problem is that you look at it and think, oh well, it's kind of like what's it, the red black one?
Oh.
Yeah, any of those ones like frost freeze or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Flash freeze, where it only hits a certain colour, but because obviously the non-human ones is the other colours apart from white. But I think you got to look at the rest of the stuff in the set, and not a lot of the removal actually is just kill that or tap that. So I think in that respect, it's actually not bad in comparison to everything else.
So it's kind of like tap target non-white.
Yeah. So and then at that point, hopefully you're drafting white. You're picking a lot of the white cards.
Yeah.
You should do alright with it. I think it's probably a good pick.
You still tap stuff, and at common it's good.
Oh yeah.
So Bonds of Faith's up next. Kind of your pacifism, tribal. Do you put it on their guy? Do you put it on your guy type thing?
I like this guy.
Yeah, I love this. Looks awesome.
Yeah, because if you're choosing white, then you're going to be most likely playing against non-white, so you're playing against non-human. So pacifism. But if you need the +2 over the top to seal the win, then
it's
double-edged sword.
Versatile card.
Champion of the Parish next. I think this card looks like it should have been in Kamigawa. It's just so out of place. I don't like the art at all.
Really?
It's not. He hasn't got a samurai sword. If he did, then.
Well, no, it's kind of got like one of those Chinese lampshade type hats on.
Oh yeah, he's got like what all the Kaffers have. Kafars.
I don't like it, but the card is good. Again, I think in that FNM human deck, I think it's probably go in there.
Well, it's just your draft deck. I'd pick this.
Draft and human deck.
Yeah. No
I don't know whether I would like to pick this as my first pick rare, because it's a rare card, so I don't know. I'd feel like I'm picking a bad card, but I don't know. I haven't played with it obviously, so it could be absolute bomb.
But again, like Matt said, if you play this, it's just like taking a white card to begin with. You don't need to specify humans because humans will just come if you're going to play white. So
yeah,
I think I probably would first pick, to be honest.
Definitely.
Chapelgeist up next. This guy is kind of like really nerfed Vampire Nighthawk.
Oh yeah, but it's still got pace.
Oh yeah,
I still think it's very good.
Take this guy.
Yeah.
You know, middle of the pick pack.
Definitely common is just a nice card.
Fast double-faced card.
Cloistered Youth.
Quickly before we do this, what's your guys' views on double-faced cards?
I think it's good. I want to see the first when they all come out and how people do actually start playing with them. But I like it. What do you think, John?
I'm kind of mixed on them. I think they're pretty cool. I think they'll work really well on Magic Online. That'll work so well. But I can see them being slightly clumsy in the normal Magic, but I'm sure they'll play well. It'll be fine. I don't think it matters the drafting, where you can in real life you can see the back of the card. That doesn't make much difference. Because I think there's very few that you would first pick anyway, and then at that point you're just getting better information, kind of thing. Everyone's getting better information, which is it's an up and a down.
I'm pretty sure when they do the proper competitive Pro Tour drafting for this, they'll have some sort of way of not seeing the back.
No, they've said they're going to go. At the moment, they're going ahead with saying that they did switch the Pro Tour straight to Modern 2 weeks before it, so they may change their minds. But at the moment, they're on track to being let you see the back.
Interesting. So then, with Cloistered Youth, it's okay. I don't really think this one's too brilliant. I think if it had flying and was like 3-2 or something, then
when you've got a ground guy that doesn't have trample, which is losing your life every time, it's not.
Yeah, because it's not even to a certain point like Lacerator. If you then got them down, which is what it was supposed to do, then it stopped. But this is always, and I don't really think there's a way of changing it back.
No.
So okay.
Dearly Departed.
Ooh.
I think this card's good.
Because it's a 5/5 flyer. Firstly.
So that's
I think you just slam it straight away for that.
You do. And the effect I think is like, it's okay.
I don't think it's relevant really.
No, neither do I.
It would be a nice bonus if it happens, but I wouldn't try and force
it's a nice little Honor of the Pure if it's in the graveyard. You've got a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Again, you're going to have the humans because every card is human in the white apart from these spirits. So yeah, I think just pick it because it's a 6/5. It's a 5/5 flyer for 6.
Indeed. Divine Reckoning, I think is pretty good. If you've got this and then another piece of removal, then you're just left with your best creature on the field. Then it's always nice. Do that, and then even if you just need to do that to like quell some being CMO'd, then flashbacking it later to deal with something mega.
Good against if they've got loads of guys.
Yeah,
it's good against token deck, for example.
It just evens it back out. So
it's good against the aggro decks.
Always good.
Wrath is Wrath.
Good
Doesn't matter how it comes.
Good card. Doom Traveller. Joe was singing this card's praises before.
Well, I think I was probably over exaggerating. I just think it's a very good.
Matt, I'm going to quote him. Format breaker, he said.
I did not say
he did. I did. I put those words in his mouth.
No, I think he's just really good.
Yeah.
I mean, you get value. He's value.
You play in turn 1 and then you can get a decent chunk block later that sets you up for another one. It's like what's his name? What's that Mir? That got
Mirsire. It's a better Mirsire, isn't it? Because your token has flying as well.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper, so. And it's a human, so it triggers your human triggers.
Triggers the next guy.
Oh.
Like you know what I mean. He gets more counters from the next guy.
Yeah. I like this. This card's cool.
Elder Cather.
I think this card should be more than common. I think it does quite a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's only when it dies.
Yeah. Well, 3 mana 2/2s that like have some decent ability, like Ether Adept, right? As a kick-ass ability.
Yeah.
It's common. I think this is good as well. Yeah. Putting 2+1/+1 counters on your guy. The guy isn't really too bad anyway.
Oh yeah, this guy's a solid pick for draft. Stand obviously not really going to see.
Oh, of course, yeah.
We're mainly talking about drafting.
Yeah.
Limited.
You get very few cards from one set that will have massive.
Oh yeah.
on.
It's usually like maybe 1 per colour.
Yeah. Elite Inquisitor. This was quite an early spoiled card. Not too much to say about this guy now. He's all been talked about before.
Yeah, just pick him because he's awesome.
2/2/2/2/2s everywhere. 2 abilities and protection is just cool.
I like how instead of just being from a colour, it's from the main creature types of that colour. It's a nice flavour approach. I mean, it makes very little difference.
It can still be like black killed with a.
Yeah, that's the problem. It does make it weaker, but in terms of the flavour of the set, it's nice.
So Feeling of Dread, I'm going to say it, even though we're only like 7-8 cards in, this is the worst set. This is the worst art ever, just ever.
He doesn't like it at all.
Nope.
What do you think of the card's text though?
Again, I think it's pretty bad still.
It's alright. I can see what it's there for because like you're building like the white weenie deck. Basically, that's what your white deck will be if you're drafting.
I don't like the multicolour.
I think there's one.
Flashbacks,
There's one for each crossover colour, isn't there? The allied colour. There's a white blue one. There's a blue black one, or something like that. I think there is.
Actually, there's one good one which we'll talk about when it comes up. Well, no, there's probably other good ones, but there's
I think
there's
there's one or two. There's one you can think of. Ooh, what could it be?
Fiend Hunter. Love this card.
Yeah, this card's really good.
Yeah, this guy is just better than Leon in Relic Water.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
it's not.
A 1/3 is a decent blocker, as people know from having to bash into Seagate Oracles. Well, there's no point because I've got a 2/2 and it's just annoying.
Just removal and a guy.
Yeah, that's always good.
It's not permanent removal though. You have to remember that's the problem.
Yeah, well, you don't need to block with him, and if they want to use removal to kill it, then it spares removal from one of your actual threatening guys. So.
Also, the picture. Wow. In fact, the picture next to it as well. Wow.
No, the picture for Field, just like a Kamigawa shit picture like that.
No, that is amazing.
It's
like some sort of it's some sort of monk Templar guy with a hammer with blood all over it.
The art was going to be my next point to talk about how bad it is.
Yeah, it is bad.
What, the Gallows Warden?
No,
Gallows Warden's much better than Fiend Hunter, but
Fiend Hunter looks amazing.
Oh,
no.
You have the darkness creeping in.
It's just all fuzzy and.
Oh, that's because you've got it blown up, I think, probably.
No.
If you look at it on my screen, it looks a lot better. We've got lots of screens going on.
No.
Not even drawn by the same people.
Gallows Warden.
Now that's a picture.
See, I think this card's good anyway because it's a 3 mana. It's a 5 mana 3/3 flyer
with a little ability that doesn't really matter.
That may buff one of your guys, and then that's better than a poking eye.
But I do really like this card.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous as well. I think this goes in your whole human deck as well, as maybe a cheaper version of your Angelic Overseer.
Yep.
I'm glad they made it a monk and not some other broken creature type.
It was like a knight.
Yeah, it was like just anything where they could get synergy. At least there's no monk laws.
Monk.
At least a 3/3 vigilance, and then it just gets better.
Yeah, and surely by turn 5, if you're playing it just for its normal cost, then you've got to have at least one other dude out.
I think it's in comparison to some, I don't know, we didn't play the game then, but some goat guy, I don't know.
Oh, Cloud Goat Ranger thing.
Yeah, apparently that was good.
Something to do with Kithkins is a giant. I don't really know either.
Yep.
Apparently it's kind of good as
that. The tokens you get are flying as well.
See, this picture I don't like.
Which one?
I like the background.
Geist Honored Monk.
I like the skulls.
Yeah, the background's alright. Yeah. I quite like the next one, Ghostly Possession.
How can you like that and not like the previous one? Seriously.
Because these are awesome, and this is just a dude.
It's just a mess.
He is just being badass as hell.
Humans can't be badass. Come on. Ghostly Possession.
That's cool. It's just like,
it's pretty boring and bad.
Oh yeah, it's
it kind of just turns your guy into like, what's that big flying shroud wall called? Wall of Denial. You can do that, or you just negate all damage from something else.
Yeah, I think the problem being is that it's kind of like a two-ended pokey stick.
It's like, if you use Ghost of Possession on your opponent's thing, then you're stopping your damage. That's like using Phoresis on one of their guys and dealing poison counter damage instead. It's not really a permanent fix.
Yeah, and if you're stopping, but then they can't be dealt damage, so they can block and stuff like that. So it's crazy.
Intangible Virtue. This is I don't think this is very good either.
Well, there's a lot of tokens.
I don't think there's enough tokens there.
No.
There's tokens from the next guy, Mausoleum Guard.
Yeah, I agree. It could be good, but
2 white spirit tokens with flying in. That's his theme.
Yeah, this guy's good.
Oh yeah,
I first read this as when it enters the battlefield.
Oh, that would be very good.
That's ridiculous, but again, as it dies, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mentor of the Meek. Yeah, this guy deserves a little time. He's pretty awesome. I like this guy.
Me too. I think this guy's really good. It's what this kind of deck the deck that would trigger that kind of ability loses from just emptying its hand and then top decking planes.
Yeah, it doesn't have range.
Draw.
Basically.
Yeah, it just needs. This.
So basically, it becomes late game. All your creatures that you would draw that are rubbish, you can just.
Well, if you look at them, they all have 2 or less, really.
Yeah, it's perfect. And if you're in draft, just take this straight away. And in constructed, I can see it's being amazing.
Yeah.
Oh look, 2 white spirit creature tokens that fly.
Yeah, but it's not ghostly. No, what's it called? There was the one in Lorwyn or whatever it was, where you get 3.
Spectral Possession.
Yeah, that one. But no, it's still good. It's still good.
That was triple white though, but it was that sort of weird half. You can either pay 2 or white, 2 or white, 2 or white.
It's just a better one of that mere thing again. Just upgrade.
Oh yeah, of course.
One of their flyers instead of thinking. Stupid Scars of Mirrodin with your crap cards.
Now we're to Mikaeus, the Lunarch, I think.
Yeah, this card's ridiculous as well.
Yeah, again.
I think my favourite thing about it is it's just 1 white. Because that's just so easy to do.
Just play it out.
Yeah.
This is perfect again for your little white weenie deck, because early on you can play him and he's great, and later on you play him and you've got the reach of the X per cost. It's just amazing.
It's just really
Splash him.
Yeah.
Look out for white weenie.
Moment of Heroism. This card's alright. I don't think that's too bad.
Just your Mighty Leap with a different
if you're gonna use Mighty Leap defensively as sort of like a ha got you with some removal, then
gotcha.
Kevin gaining some life as well. No problem.
Nevermore.
I love this one.
I think this is cool.
I don't like this. I didn't like what was the old one where you name a card and they can't cast it.
Meddling Mage.
There's loads.
The most recent one.
Revoker?
Yeah, Phyrexian Rogue. I didn't like that either.
Yeah, but no one plays enchantment removal, and if it's a deck that needs to win off one card.
Yeah, I think it's one advantage is that because everyone's focused on artifact at the moment, you might be able to sneak this in to get something.
Yeah. I like this. Like if this was in the same format as with that stupid Splinter Twin deck, then
that would be perfect.
The white decks would be able to beat that.
If a combo deck comes up, it'd be excellent. I also just love the flavor text and the picture.
So if people start playing the combo decks and then Nevermore beats them, then people are still going to have to play in Paracelian to beat that.
Oh,
another great picture. It's got lots of circle theme, circles.
This is a good one. It's
picture of that.
a picture.
Yeah.
I don't think the card's too special.
It's your standard enchantment removal.
Yeah.
Back to nature-esque.
Purify the Grave. This is a white reprint of a black card, apparently.
Yeah, it is. Can't remember the name of it. I don't. I think it could be key.
I think it's more of a let's sideboard this in to beat one deck, maybe.
To beat one guy, like a Scarburinator.
Yeah, it's a pretty silver bullet.
Yeah.
In one white, so it's like
not a fan of when they do things like that, like with surgical extraction for Vengevine and that kind of thing.
I suppose it has to be there though. Can't do much about it.
Rally the Peasants. This is alright. This is it's pretty cheap compared with things like what was the one that gives +2/+1 for double white in sets in the past.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But this just reminds me of Rally the Forces.
Yeah, it's very much Rally the Forces with flashback. And no first strike.
No first strike.
I think it's good. I reckon it's
this is one of those white and red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're matching up on those split ones.
Yep.
Rebuke, I think it's good. I think you're definitely dead if when you're looking at your pack and you're looking at it's got this, this, and this. I'm pretty sure Rebuke is going to be one of those.
I think this is probably one of the only removal spells in the set that actually is just I kill a guy, not I kill a guy that isn't a vampire or zombie.
Yeah.
It does kill. Admittedly, you have to be attacking, but there's very few creatures that don't attack.
Is there actually anything that is literally a destroy something or some sort of?
I don't think there is. We'll find out.
We will. Another human next. This card is just absolute rubbish. Just bad.
Yeah.
I hate cards that, unless they're stupidly powerful, that you have to pay mana for. Then sacrifice it, because just sacrificing things like off the bat is.
I reckon it's one of those ones that you might pick it and then realise you have much better cards you could play.
Is it Silver Chase Bear?
Again, the fox creature
pay 2, sacrifice, and then do something not really relevant. So.
Well, if you're having problems with enchantments, maybe, but yeah.
Why is this fox even in the set? Why
I don't
is it
know.
a fox?
It's awesome.
It's so out of place. It's unreal.
It's just a fox.
Stupid card.
I think it's probably the only fox.
Well, if you read the thing, it's like something about werewolves. Anyway, Slayer of the Wicked. This is good.
Yeah.
This is why we'll take this.
Oh yeah, this is first pick material.
It's good. Easy. Because you're going to play against one of those. And
hopefully, yeah.
Again, a guy and removal in one card.
Whereas this card now is, I'm pretty sure, a reprint of an old one. Then the old one costs 2. And then
was it your one?
It was in the Night Dragon deck.
Because I remember shouting.
Yeah, that's the flavor text.
Yeah, it could be.
But it's good. It's good. The 4 power great creatures are going to be the stuff you want to kill. So.
Yeah. Again, it's you won't get any white creatures with that really. There are very few good white creatures, but the things that are going to kill you are bombs, and this kills them. So.
The abomination. Spare from evil. It's like the murder of crows. We'll see later.
Murder of crows is awesome.
Going around this guy, but he's being spared.
So again, that card does exactly what it says in the tin. It's just, I would probably play this, as in like it's kind of like a brave the elements type deal.
I think with this one, because like protection spells are kind of flimsy sometimes, I'd probably have that in the sideboard.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to playing main deck like some of the
especially
other
when you don't know if you're going to be playing humans or not.
Yeah.
Spectral Rider I think is pretty good.
Yeah, it's got pace.
Because there are very few artifacts, so it's basically just your white that's going to be stumped by and 2/2/2.
I think most of the artifacts are equipment.
It's pretty much just your Blighted Agent type deal.
Yeah. Like him.
Stony Silence.
Again, it's this very boring. It's like that Exiler thing. It's just built to beat certain cards. Don't like it.
Yeah.
And it's a Siege Mastodon.
Straben Mastodon.
Stupid card.
Thraben Sentry.
I like this. I love the text on it. Looks like it's going to be a quiet night.
I don't get it.
You wouldn't, Matt. You wouldn't.
It's. I think this is good. It's an easy trigger.
The problem is it's on the board. It's like playing with your hand revealed, so they know they can play around it. It's the problem.
It's got 5/4 written in small text there. I know what's going to happen.
It doesn't have trample written there.
Another creature is going to die at some point.
Yeah, and you can kind of like go, well, you really want to block like that?
You should play this in Modern with Eldrazi Spawn and do it an instant.
He's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
One thing I want to know, sorry, just quickly, going back to the flip cards, what happens if you flicker at a flip card? Does it come back?
Well, here we have double-faced card rules.
Should we really click that?
We'll look at that later.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we'll go back to normal.
To back to start. I think it probably would.
Because it would enter the battlefield as it would.
Okay. Unruly Mob.
I think this is cool as well. This card will get, if you play it on turn 2, don't do much with it, it will just get bigger and then bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I suppose, but for it to be good, it's got to have a fair amount of death around it. And when that happens, you're not going to be winning.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, it's went there, guys, as well.
No, it's you control.
It's you control.
Oh, bollocks. Open my eyes, Lewis. I feel sorry for this guy, though. He is just creature, human. It hasn't even been granted another creature type.
Peasant, it should have been. Human peasants.
Urgent exercise.
This card's just stupid. Destroy target spirit or enchantment.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
where's the link?
It's flavour.
Let's just throw
Spirits
two
and
random
enchantments.
things.
Picture's awesome. It looks like the what's the like watercolor painting where it's like the bent face?
Oh, with
Screaming.
Yeah, with Screaming.
And that night sky thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Village of the Bell Ringer.
Because in all fairness, just flashing him in for 3 mana 1/4 is a decent trick block. And then untapping everything.
And then blocking.
Yeah. And he's just like, I've walked into the right trap here.
Yeah.
How is this common as well?
Just going back to it, that's really uncommon for it just to be creature human. That's odd. I like. You can understand the spirit.
Look at my eyes with that.
Yeah.
And then finally, Voiceless Spirit. I think this card's good as well.
Oh, this guy's really good.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of lamps though. That's what I'd say. Watch out.
Oh well, it's got lamps.
It'll lamp you. Lamp you one.
So that wraps up our white cards. We're going to go into blue next, so stay tuned for that. Thank you. Bye bye.